And the 2022 WNBA Finals are underway as Vegas wins the tip. Here is Gray, who has been magnificent in these playoffs. Holly detailed the numbers. Plum bounces away, had it slightly deflected. Wilson isolating on Jonquel Jones and takes it to her. Here's Plum pushing pace for Vegas. They were number one in the league in pace in the regular season, and Young knocks down a three. A good start for the Aces.
The Connecticut Sun 5, so Aces had a couple of days off. Becky Hammond was wondering, will they come out sharp?
Heidemann given a lot of space, buries the three, and Connecticut on the board in these in the first quarter. But the way that I ran my team in the semis, they needed rest, gave them 2 days off as Wilson pops in another. Here's Plum, thought about it, won't take it. 7-3 Aces in the early going. Wilson working Jonquel Jones. Asia Wilson sticks it in again. Here's Alyssa Thomas, bruising inside and floating it home.
So you saw Kia Stokes playing off her. Alyssa Thomas insisting.
Chelsea Gray picking up where she left off. Wilson shot at 37% from three this season. Bonner was late on the feed to Heidemann, who was open in the corner. Alyssa Thomas and Plum able to snare the rebound. She had Thomas and Jones around her. Now she will push. Gray behind the back. Young left alone and knocks it down. Right, it's by design, even if it looks sometimes impossible. Nice look that time from Odyssey Simpson off the bench from Connecticut. Connecticut did a nice job getting back that time. Here's Gray bodying inside for the finish. Asia Wilson getting back on D. Gray, a three is good. Here's Jackie Young, looking to take advantage of her speed against Jones, could not finish.
Last possession, Vegas was in a zone. We'll see if they stay in it here. They do.
Ileana Rupert into the game for the Aces. Williams, nice find. Thomas an extra feed, and Bree Jones lays it in. They played together in the finals in LA back in 2017. Here's Asia Wilson, hooking it up and in, off the window.
Waiting, seeing if the double team was going to come. It doesn't, and then she takes the drive.
11 points for Wilson in the first as Jones hits the mid-range. Rebounding was the first key Becky Hammond mentioned to us if the Aces were going to win. Nice feed there from Alyssa Thomas, and Bree Jones takes advantage.
And in particular, they had to show a little bit more patience to try to figure out what defense Vegas is in each time down. Brianna Jones has been absolutely terrific. She stays in the game here.
Dejanay Carrington running things for Connecticut. Here's Williams, corner three, way off the mark. Jonquel Jones gobbles it up and finishes. And a turnover here. Bree Jones, 2-on-1 with Heidemann, and Bree Jones goes in for two. How about that?
I got your back, though. We'll work on it.
Okay. You're a citizen at this point?
Honorary.
Bonner hits the three. Connecticut has cut it to one as Jackie Young finishes on the interior. We saw her start to get her offense going a little bit at the end of the semis against Seattle. Another chance, Connecticut. Alyssa Thomas getting ready to check back in for the Sun. Here is Bonner finding Jones on the roll. Jonquel Jones for the finish plus the foul.
Well, if you watch Connecticut defensively, Rebecca, it's how they switch with each other. That last possession, Jonquel Jones jumps up to pick up Asia Wilson, and Alyssa Thomas drops back.
Here is Wilson and Gray in the pick and roll, and Gray knocks down a three.
She comes back the other way where she has space to get off a relatively open look.
11 points for Gray. Alyssa Thomas bodies into Stokes, forced it up and floats it in. 2-for-1 opportunity for Connecticut. Courtney Williams can't finish. Jonquel Jones the tap. Alyssa Thomas the finish. 5-second difference game and shot clock. Alyssa Thomas, a hard bump on Wilson there. Here's Young spinning around Bonner. Jackie Young. 5 seconds left. 2 seconds. Thomas the lob. Jones the touch. Beautiful work. Alyssa Thomas to Jonquel Jones and the Connecticut Sun with a 4-point halftime lead in game one. Las Vegas did not have a single assist in that second quarter. It's the first time they've been held without an assist in any quarter this season, and a strong start. We know Becky Hammond essentially played 6 players in the Seattle series as Williams knocks down a 3. Here's Asia Wilson, draws 2, movement around, Gray on the attack, and connects. 4-point Connecticut lead. Heidemann floats it up and in.
Beautiful screen by Jonquel Jones to give Heidemann that space to go to her strong left hand.
Plum, step back, no good. Just can't get her shot to go. But Becky Hammond has been so complimentary about those little gritty things from Plum in these playoffs. That time, Jones the deep seal and the easy finish. Erica Hamby going to the scorer's table as the Vegas fans cheer. We did not see her in the first half. Chelsea Gray, her epic burner. Jonquel Jones off the mark. Alyssa Thomas, another offensive rebound. Looking to take Stokes, using her speed to reverse it in. Played sparingly in games 3 and 4 of the semis. Gray elevates and hits again. Chelsea Gray is... Oh, Gray, pitter patter, no. Hamby the putback is good. De'Erica Hamby able to snatch it away from Bonner.
De'Erica Hamby's role is what got Chelsea Gray the open look initially, and then great job on the offensive glass.
Jonquel Jones, ball fake, attack, finish. Defense of the MVP trophy this season for Jonquel, but she has shined brightly so far here today. As Williams knocks down the triple. Williams cuts in, leans back, doesn't get the roll. Hop to Wilson, she banks it in. Gray back in after a brief rest. Gray working Carrington for 2 more. Chelsea Gray. You know, you just think, did that go through the net? Because everything does for Chelsea, but no, it hit the bottom of it, and Connecticut takes advantage on the other end. Bonner, nice little swivel, dives inside, denied by Wilson. Bonner now 1 for 6. Wilson's second block. Cutting and finishing, beating Bonner back down the floor. Asia Wilson. And this is the kind of game Connecticut wants to be in. They've held Vegas down, did a good enough job defensively, just need enough offense as Heidemann makes it a 1-point game. Here's Gray. She's been magnificent in these moments in these playoffs.
And with this big lineup, it's AT on Chelsea Gray.
Plum finally gets one to drop. But this team has trusted all parties in critical moments in these playoffs. Gray wheeling, taking, my goodness! The grandeur of Chelsea Gray. Here's Young on the attack, floats it in. Lead is 8. Heidemann harassed by Plum, nearly held up. 6 to shoot. Alyssa Thomas insists her way inside and finishes. Knock away from Thomas. This is how they get their offense. Alyssa Thomas lays it in. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 5 assists. 8 to shoot, out of the double, dangerous, and Thomas comes up with a steal. Thomas all alone lays it in, and Connecticut can play straight up defense now. Gray on Thomas, a 3, partially blocked, loose ball, Connecticut has it, timeout, Kurt Miller. Heidemann finds Bonner. Bonner looking for space, leans in, can't hit the 3, that will do it. The Las Vegas Aces take game 1.